I wonder if they thought about going the South Park route and just calling it My Bigger, Fatter, Greekier Wedding. No? Probably not.
Take your husband on a date. Don't worry about anything. Manayaya and I will stay with Paris. I'll talk to her. I'll scare her out of moving away from her family.
No, Thea.
Just kidding.
Oh, okay.
Not really. Have fun. Laugh. Flirt. One rule, don't fight. Which means don't talk about your daughter. Remember, you were a girlfriend before you were a mother.
My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2 brings us back to the world of the surprise hit movie from 14 years ago about a family of Greeks getting ready for some nuptials. Can it have the same result in the theaters as the first one did? Here's 5 things you might want to know about My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2. First things first, I have to give a caution here. I really think you need to have seen the first movie to see this. And I don't just mean plot-wise or plot line-wise. I mean character-wise, as well as if you have a love for that first movie, I think that's why you might be invested in this film. If you don't, I think there's going to be a lot lost for you because it's basically more of the same with a little bit less of kind of the freshness of the first. So fair warning, you probably want to see the first one if you're going to see this one. So let's get into the nitty-gritty of My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2. Man, this was a mixed bag for me. I like some stuff, didn't like others. One of the main things I didn't like, I didn't think the acting was good. I feel like it's just too far over the top. It makes it harder for me to buy into this family as a real life family that actually exists. I've never met these people, and when I say that, I don't mean the actual people in the movie. I mean people like these people, and so because of that, I don't believe they exist, and it takes me out of the film quite a bit. The other thing that takes me out, and this is a big one, probably the worst thing about the movie, I think it's too inside. So many of these jokes I didn't get, and I don't know if it's because they weren't funny or if it's because I just don't understand Greek culture. You know, it's this weird thing like, am I just not laughing because that's just not a funny joke? Or if I understood more about this culture, would I think that was funny? Either way, it's not a great thing for the movie when I'm not sure if I'm supposed to laugh or not. But here's the thing, despite it feeling so fake, despite the acting being too over the top, it kind of got me. And I think the reason is these people are so charming. I don't know what it is about them, but you just kind of want to be with these characters. There's a likability here that pierces through the flaws of the film itself so that you're rooting for these people and want to know more about them. And that's a big thing because at least it keeps you invested in some way. And because of that likability, the relationship stuff, the heart stuff, actually kind of works. I got a little teary-eyed. I got a little emotional. I connected to these relationships. And that's a big deal because at least you can leave the theater going, I enjoyed that part of it. I enjoyed the message of these relationships and who they were. And that's not true with every movie. Overall, I have to say, this was a movie that was not made very well and yet somehow impacted my heart. Because of that, My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2 is right down the middle with a C. Thanks so much for checking out this Your Movie Friend review. We'll get to the best ever challenge here in a bit. First, if you'd like to know more about what goes on here, click the info button right up here. Lots of cool stuff up there. You can check out other reviews that have happened, the website. You can also vote on which movie you want me to review next. So there's a poll in there as well that you can vote on. If you'd follow me on Periscope, Aaron Dicer, Aarondicer. Pop in there every once in a while, review movies, as well as the podcast. Subscribe to SiftPop, SiftPop. If you do the podcast thing, just search for that. You should find us. We have a guest on every week to review movies, TV, and have a lot of fun as well. All right, on to the best ever challenge. This is where you name the best movie ever in a particular category. Also try to identify my choice. What is the best wedding movie ever? I have a sentimental place in my heart for the one where, well, the father was a wild and crazy guy. That makes it pretty easy. First one, by the way. Take your guess in the comments. Put your choice there as well. By the way, the first person to guess mine does get that point. Thanks, and as always, here's 5 extra seconds in case you want to hit subscribe. It's the logo right down in this corner. All you got to do is click it.